up in this bitch. ATL, St. Louis, Alabama, Chicago, the Carolinas, Tennessee, Bay Area, Miami, New York, Vegas, Texas. Y'all niggas can't go from my niggas home. 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 Motherfuck that nigga, motherfuck that bitch. 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 Y'all niggas
Yeah, no, you already know what time it is, man. We're back here to start some more game on the ground from Hungry House. We just got the partner. Wait for the next round. Let me go ahead and make sure the audio is straight. Okay, yeah, we are good. All right. So that being said, you guys can see the topic of this episode, this title, this live, whatever the hell you want to call it. We are looking at, oh man, that hurt. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul press conference. So with that being said, there is nothing more to say except for the fact that I'm curious to see how this went, to see what type of insults they said to each other and whatnot, see if they're still in the sus route or not. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Get this taken out. Back to full screen. All right. Now let's go back a little bit. About right there. All right. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this shit. Got to scratch your throat, so don't mind me if I sound like an old dying fucking swan. I got some soup right here, though, so we all good. All right, let's jump into this bitch, man. 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
An event so massive that it's going to engage, right? It's going to ignite, right? It's going to have a reunion between 6 generations of boxing fans. For all of the people that rooted for the young 20-year-old heavyweight champion, and have now rooted against Jake Paul and what he's built, knocking out Mike Perry, a guy that knocked out, beat Anderson Silva. All the things that Jake have done to get to this event, the way that he's promoted women's boxing, the way that he fought for people in MMA to get equal pay, stood up against the UFCs, the Dana Whites. He's been more than just a boxer, also coming fresh off of a partnership with USA Olympic Boxing. Now his journey continues to be a world champion in his most anticipated fight to date, stepping up to test himself against one of the most dangerous boxers of all time. It's the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul.
the ultimate disruptor, Jake El Gallo Paul.
Big right hand that lands.
I gotta say, bro, that announcement, that intro, whatever, was kind of dry as far as the energy goes. Wouldn't put barely any umph into it. He wasn't trying to get the crowd hype. It was Jake, El Gallo, Paul. Like, come on now, bud. Where's the yelling voice? You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why I like UFC better, because they put more excitement into their announcements. They get the crowd jumping, you know what I'm saying? Boxing is just like dead as far as the energy goes. It pays good, but the energy is garbage.
Mike Tyson, you're next, big boy. This is my sport now. I'm gonna take your throne, brother.
You can hear the big reaction.
Let's go, New York.
Hey, love him or hate him, all of you are here to see him. And now, for one of the biggest boxers of all time, A man who was the most dangerous, the most violent, the most vicious. Iron Mike Tyson coming to the stage.
I love New York. I've been a lot of places, but I'm Brooklyn soul. I'm so glad I made New York my home.
Tyson moves in for the kick. It's over. That's all. With stunning whip.
I know y'all saw that shit when that dude fell back. And he fucking looked like he damn near broke his fucking ankle and shit. I don't know why the streaming audio quality is so fucking garbage.
Don't blink, because you can miss it. Who in this world has any chance against it? Oh, my.
Give me a minute, y'all. I gotta figure this shit out. Hold on. Let me see if there's something in settings. This shit is not it. No? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Oh, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately.
Iron Mike, it's an honor to be on the stage with you. You're a legend, but let's get right to the chase. Is this fight happening or not?
It's happening. We're all here.
How prepared are you to knock Jake Paul out?
I'm very prepared. I'm very prepared. I had
Give me a minute, y'all. We back. So with that being said, hopefully this shit will straighten itself out. But with that being said, let's jump back into it, man.
a small adversity. I got sick, but I'm better. I feel good.
Jake, bro, you got money, you have fame, you've knocked out folks already. What would possess you to fight the most vicious man in the world?
Making history. This is what it's all about for me, man. I'm a kid from Ohio. Hey, New York, shut the fuck up, New York. Hey, boo yourself. Boo yourself, New York. Hey, New York, New York, New York. You're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago.
Damn.
Fuck you, New York. Fuck you. Dumbass Democratic City.
Damn. That boy going hard.
Mike, you were used to being the most hated guy walking into a ring. What's it like fighting someone that's hated even more than you are?
I bet.
I don't know. Say that again. That's interesting.
I said, what? So this guy,
Man, Jake was going off. He said, "You just as good as Mike Tyson 20 years ago. Fuck you, you New York, you Democratic piece of shit." I'm like, damn. That boy crashing out. And that shit was slapping, boy.
right? He comes out, he gets all the boos. You used to be the bad guy of boxing. Now you're fighting the bad guy of boxing. How important is it to you to prove that you should still be in the ring?
Hey, listen, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. You know, I'm going to do my talk and I'm going to talk my shit, but I'm ready to fight.
So Mike says he's ready to fight.
Yes,
Mike.
sir.
Let's think about this, Jake.
You know, it's funny. Every time he responds to a question, he says, "Hey, listen." Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Oh, it's November 15th, not 5th. Oh. But every time he responds to a question, he's like, "Hey, listen." Like Sean Strickland, he goes, "Listen up, guys." That's funny.
You're coming off of knocking out Mike Perry, right? He was the bare knuckle champion. He was a guy who showed you respect, but I don't think people really understand what it took to knock him out. What does fighting Mike Tyson and winning do for you at this stage?
They'll never give me credit. That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Damn.
If I was walking on water, they would say it's because I couldn't swim.
Damn.
And this is to make history. You know, people think I'm going to get knocked out by this strong, powerful guy. All the people in my comments saying, look at his power, he's going to get KO'd. People yelling at me in the event. But what happens when I put this man to sleep? This shit is not a joke. He's
Damn.
saying that it's going to be my funeral. He's saying it's going to be my wake. He's going to kill Jake Paul, all of these things. And that's why I love Mike. I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this motherfucker out, and we're going to see who's dead. We will see who's dead.
Damn.
We will see who's dead, Mike. We will. We will.
Hey,
Mike don't even know what to say.
Mike, when you hear Jake Paul say, though, we're going to see who's dead, what does that do to you? Does that make you put yourself in the mindset of understanding that this young killer wants to take you out?
is he really a young killer?
Yeah, you had to go on your little menopause break and postpone the fight. So, yeah. What about that, dog? I was ready before. You needed a little break. Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt
Hell
still?
no.
I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better.
Was your break to you were you truly sick, or were you a little nervous about getting in the ring with Jake Paul?
I was terrified. I was terrified.
Jake, when
Yeah, but Mike said that he's always terrified whenever a fight gets, like, he signs a contract for a fight and whatnot. He said he's always terrified right up until the point where he gets into the ring, because, you know, when you think about it, it's terrifying, but whenever you're actually there, all that shit goes away and it's nothing but you and adrenaline and the other person in the ring. So that's kind of expected, honestly. You know, people sitting around laughing and shit, but he's always said that he's terrified before he went into the ring, up until he got into the ring.
when you are truly trying to show people that you care about boxing, you've put in the work, you fought professional boxers, you fought mixed martial artists, you've knocked them out, you've shown people that you take this craft seriously, but you bring Mike Tyson to add validity to what you're doing, and he's sitting here laughing at you.
I didn't bring him to do shit. I'm here to make $40 million and knock out a legend. I don't give a fuck about
Man,
anything
can
else.
you
He's the
imagine
one
this
that wanted
shit?
to-
Can you imagine making $40 million in one fucking night, bro? That's what I'm saying. These boxers, bro, is like, They be making hella bank as long as they know how to do what they're supposed to fucking do in the ring, bro. Like, that's crazy. $40 million in one night. One night. Wild, boy. Wild.
To be a pro fight.
Let me go ahead and go back a little bit.
I didn't bring him to do shit. I'm here to make $40 million and knock out a legend. I don't give a fuck about anything else. And he's the one that wanted it to be a pro fight, so he's gonna get his ass knocked out for real, on a real record. You're gonna see on BoxRec, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Jake Paul KOs Mike Tyson. I'm not here to do shit besides make a bag.
Mike, you were the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, the most vicious. You were.
He said Ariel isn't a commentator no more because he let his contract with MMA hour expire, so he no longer has his show either. I heard he's planning to start a network in Israel. Trigger's getting more and more of a bad guy every day, and I rock with it. That's tough. It is what it is. Shit. Starting a network in Israel. That's tough. But hey, man, you know, he go over there and he's standing with his people, so it is what it is, you know. As long as he's standing for the right reasons, you know, for the innocent civilians that are caught in the crossfire, shit. Go do your thing, man. But if you standing with the government, fuck you. Nah. But he said Jake is getting more and more of a bad guy every day, and they rock with it. Man, Jake is out here doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. He might have some sus fucking shit talk sometimes, but you know, that's the thing is that he's about to make $40 million. Allegedly, he's about to make $40 million in one fucking night, bro. One night. So who can really talk shit about him? Nobody, because he's out here doing what the fuck he's supposed to do, bro. Like, everybody's sitting around saying, oh, fuck Jake Paul. It's the scam. It's this. It's that. Bitch, you ain't the one out there about to go fight. Even stepping. You ain't even going to be in the same fucking building as Mike Tyson. Boy, shut up. You know what I'm saying? It always be the people that are jealous that are the ones to be talking shit. He said, Drake said he moving, or Drickus, I said Drake, what the fuck? Drickus say he moving up after he beat Strickland to beat Alex, so he has no excuse about cutting weight. Alex versus Jake would be crazy. Man, I think Alex is gonna whoop the fuck out of Drickus. I think the only way that Drickus can beat Alex is through ground game, because you can't stand there and fight with him. So I think the only way Drake is going to beat Alex is with ground game. So if Alex is going to go fight Drickus, boy, he needs to work on his fucking ground game like a motherfucker. That's what he needs to do. But we're going to jump right back into this shit, man.
You're a guy that carried these sorts of press conferences. Now, where you are in your life, beloved by so many of these people are here for you. Why at this stage would you step into the ring again?
I don't know. That's the funny question, because I can. Who else can do it but me? Let's look at it. Who else is he gonna fight to make this happen? Listen, you just have to listen to the fact. We got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived.
Jake, when you
Every time these fighters sit across from me and it's YouTuber, it's Disney Channel, all that shit, and then you end up on the fucking canvas and you'll see it's going to be no different here. I promise you that.
They're chanting YouTuber. They are chanting YouTuber, purposely trying to piss them off. That crowd is wild. That crowd is wild.
That you need him. That the reason this room is full like this is because of Mike Tyson. You started Most Valuable Promotions 3 years ago. Now you're partnering with Netflix. Over 270 million subscribers can watch this fight. What does it say about what you've been able to build?
I brought this deal to this old ass motherfucker. We signed the contract with Netflix, and I brought him the deal. So you're welcome, my son. I'm going to discipline you like a son. So shut the fuck up with all that need this, need that. We brought you the deal. And remember that, too.
But Mike, he's saying he brought you the deal, but you feel like the deal needed you. That Mike Tyson had to be a part of this in order for this room to be filled this way at Fanatics Fest in Hudson Yard in New York. So the disrespect coming from this dude, how does that make you feel? Like, when does this turn into you to stop liking Jake Paul and just want to knock Jake Paul the fuck out?
I don't know. He amazes me.
Fuck Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul.
That's crazy.
Jake, throughout your professional boxing career, Dana White of the UFC has continued to be negative, has continued to denigrate your name. He says you're taking this fight only to continue to puff up the YouTuber sort of image of yours. What are your thoughts about that?
Keep going.
What do they say?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Bro, the way that they hate Jake Paul right now, they sound like a crowd of fucking zombies waiting to just get at him, bro. It's crazy. He's got these people's minds captivated so much to the point that they're just screaming and letting it out, bro. That's fucking wild. Like, damn, y'all calm down. Next thing you know, they're going to get on their fucking knees for him, bro. Like, I guarantee you, with the way these people are, if he offered every single one of those people $1,000, they would all get on their knees very quick. That's how a lot of people are, and that's definitely how this crowd is. They're letting it out.
It's cute. Cute little crowd we got here. At the end of the day, people are always going to have something to say. It's because of who I am. It's because I proved everyone wrong. Reminder, the most hated and most criticized boxer in the sport of boxing before they loved him was Muhammad Ali. So I'm the anti-hero, and people will love me soon enough once they realize what I've done for this sport and who I truly am. But it doesn't bother me at the end of the day, because when you're at the top, people are clawing to rip you down, and that's just the way the game goes.
But in order to start to say that, to say the most hated, the most criticized before me was Muhammad Ali, what does that say about what you need to do on November 15th? If Mike Tyson knocks you out at this age with this level of inactivity, your career could be over. This is taking a chance to fight somebody as vicious as Mike can be.
You got to risk it for the biscuit. That's the name of the game. I'm here to make history. I'm here for a challenge. I'm here to fight one of the most dangerous men in all of boxing. No one that ever did anything great got there with ease or by a easy, non-bumpy road. I'm here to challenge myself. He's vicious. He's a killer. I know all of these things. He has one-punch knockout power. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time. But I will prove on November 15th, all the haters wrong, all of these YouTuber fucking hillbillies wrong. And that's what I've always done.
Mike,
I love it. I love it.
Mike, in one of the most vicious fighters of all time, fighting what you said, quote unquote, was a YouTuber, how do you see this fight playing out?
Very painfully. Yeah.
Do you think he's ever stood across from a man with the sort of intentions you can have inside a ring?
Well, he may have been in the ring with people with the same intention, but the actuality, no.
Man.
Does that in any way, you talked about him being able to knock people out. You say you got to risk it for the biscuit. How much, is there any level of...
He said, at this point, if you don't rock with Jake, you a hoe. Boy, at this point, if you don't rock with Jake, or if you don't, like, you can not support him and not hate him. It's possible to not support somebody and not hate them, bro. Like, that's what a lot of people got to understand. You cannot support somebody and not let out Keisha about them. All you got to do is just change the fucking channel, bro. A lot of people don't understand how to do that. But if you at least don't hate Jake, you're a whore. Like, come on now. How can you not hate him? This dude is out here doing what the hell he's supposed to do. He has the potential to fuck around and become the next quote unquote Mike Tyson runner up type shit. Not the next actual Mike Tyson. Because obviously you can't be another person. But with his mindset, his work ethic, and what he does, he has a potential to be up there, damn near around the same level as Mike. And that's what people don't like, is because somebody else is coming up and threatening their favorite fucking boxer, their favorite fucking celebrity. They're threatening their fucking they're threatening the position of their favorite fucking fighter, bro. And that's what they don't like, because they're afraid. They're afraid that if Jake beats Mike, now they have to like him. And that's the crazy part. They don't want to like him. They hate him for no reason, bro. They don't want to like him. It's wild.
Fear stepping into the ring with an icon like Mike Tyson.
Oh, I'm not scared. Sorry, I'm not scared of shit. No, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're going to fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later actually making it happen. I was made for this moment, born to do this, and I'm going to put on the performance of a lifetime on November 15th, and the universe will align for all of its glory and good for God.
Be in shape. Be in good shape, because your health depends on it.
Hey, you're the one that wanted 8 2-minute rounds. You want to make it 10 threes? Don't talk to me about shape. Don't talk to me about shape.
Stay in shape. Be all right.
You want 10 threes?
Okay.
You want 10 threes?
Let's go. Be careful.
You want 10 threes? See, that's the thing. That's the thing is everyone's all talk. I'll do whatever, wherever, whenever. I don't give a fuck. So it's all talk. Put it on the line. I'm stating facts. He's shit talking.
Damn.
Mike, he seems extremely confident. He says there's no fear. Should he be scared?
He should be very careful, yeah.
Jake, for you, you seem like the type of dude that's always planning. I know you and Nikisa always have something on deck. If you do, or when you do, according to you, beat Mike Tyson, what's the next step for Jake Paul's career?
We'll see. I'm still on the path to become world champion. There's a lot of shit talkers out there, a lot of big names who want to fight me. I still want Canelo Alvarez, and I want to go on the path to world championship, and that's what I'm here to do, and I will make it happen. And when it happens, people are going to go, God damn, that kid knew something we didn't.
Mike, you've been a part of so many.
Hey, no, that's facts though, bro. Whenever you sit there and do something and people sitting around watching, when you do it, they're like, damn, he fucking did it, bro. And they're watching because they're hoping that you fail because they never could. That's literally what he just said. He said everybody that see it gonna be like, damn, that kid did something that we couldn't. That's why everybody watching, because they want to see him fail, because they couldn't do it. They don't want him to do it. That's facts. It's crazy.
Many big events. You fought Lennox Lewis. You fought Evander Holyfield. So many people have looked at you as the test of who they are. Lennox Lewis actually says if you beat Jake Paul, he wants to fight you. My question to you is this just a one and done thing because you want to knock this man out?
Hey, we have options. We'll see.
That's crazy.
You pick Mike Tyson.
Is Mike for real gonna get back in the ring for a little bit? He said we have options. He could be hinting towards stepping back in the ring, man. You don't know. You never know. After this, depending on how this fight goes, he could be prepping to get back in the fucking ring, dog. That's crazy.
There are a ton of other people to pick. When this fight went away, when Mike was sick, you chose to go fight Mike Perry, who had been talking about you, who'd become the bare knuckle champion. You seem to want to be as active as you can possibly be. Why do you keep putting yourself in positions to actually lose money if one of these fighters beats you?
I'm not slowing down for anyone. I know what I'm capable of. And in this sport, staying active is key. And I'm on the path to world championship. I'll do the money fights. I'll knock out some legends. But at the end of the day, I want the belt, and that's what I'm here to do.
What do you say? What do you say to people though that will look at you fighting Mike Tyson, 30 years your elder, and say that this has nothing to do with you obtaining the belt? What would be your answer to them of why this is important?
It does. Big moments, big pressure, big stages. One of the greatest to ever do it. More experience than me, more fights than me. I'm going to learn a lot in this fight and through this training camp. So this is helping me in my future fights and everything that I want to accomplish.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
I'm not getting in the ring with either one of you. I've watched this man train. I've seen Mike Tyson hit the mitts. It should be criminally illegal for him to punch folks like this. When you watch that, what happens when Jake Paul gets in trouble against a real life killer?
I think he's a mitt warrior. The Instagram videos are cute, but we'll see what happens in the ring on November 15th at the end of the day.
Boy, I would hate to get hit by Mike Tyson like that. Like, Jake Paul is insane, no doubt about that. But he's going for it. I would never step in the ring with Mike Tyson. Knowing how fucking hard he punches, I am cool on that. I am cool on that, boy.
We'll see if he still got it.
When he tells you or when he says you're a mitt warrior, right? And this is a guy who's never fought someone like you, a guy who hasn't had the accolades that you've attained. What is your answer to him saying you can do it when no one's hitting you, but like you said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face? What's your plan when you step into the ring with him?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Man.
I'm gonna fuck him up.
Hey man, sometimes it can be short and sweet.
Long and punish you. Long and painful, right?
Hey, long and painful don't sound good either. Either way, what we want to see is we want to see two men that enter the ring not trying to allow this thing to go to decision. I am not using my Netflix subscription to watch some judges decide who are the baddest of these two dudes. He says he's going to knock out a legend, and Mike Tyson said he's going to fuck him up. That's what I'm tuning in for. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll take some media questions.
Uh-oh. Well, I know Mike loves these.
Hey guys, let's just try to be respectful here, please. You know, it's please.
Hey,
Look at his face.
Donna Corby here from Bloody Elbow. Mike, you were obviously pulled out of the initial date by the doctors. What's the medical update, and when do you enter into camp for this fight?
Please say that again, sir.
So obviously you were pulled out of this fight by the doctors. When do you get back into camp, and what is the medical update? What have the doctors told you most lately?
Well, I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you can get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
He is in
Get
camp.
into camp. Like when
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
This dude is retarded, bro. Like, he literally just told him, I've been training for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. He's like, but when are you going into camp? When are you going into camp? He looked like the fucking kid on Shrek. It was like, do the roar. Like, bro, like, are you stupid?
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Let's go.
What's good?
Hey.
I'm DJ from Mouse and Highlights. Who's on your Mount Rushmore for the greatest boxers of all time?
Mount Rushmore for greatest boxers of all time: Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson,
But thank you.
Floyd, and
Himself, huh?
Marvin Hagler.
No, no.
Thank you.
James Dombrowski, Post Eagle, BWAA. This is for Mike. I covered all your fights in Atlantic City. Are we going to see the Atlantic City that you showed back in the 90s on November 15th?
Hey, listen. Soon as I catch this guy, 'cause he's gonna be running around, but as soon as I catch this guy, it's gonna be totally over.
Jake, is your plan to run?
Oh, he's gonna run like a thief. He's gonna run.
Nah, we can meet in the middle.
Oh, that's what I want.
Let's meet in the middle.
I love you.
Buck it out. Let's go.
He said they can meet in the middle, boy. We gonna see what happens in the middle because we already know what happens whenever people meet in the middle, boy. You like, nah, that's like the Roman Empire gladiator type shit.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, we will see, buddy.
Hey, well, you heard it here. Jake said they'll meet in the middle of the ring, and if they meet in the middle of the ring, Mike Tyson says the fight's over in 1 round. And now, let's take an exclusive look into this once-in-a-lifetime event on November 15th, streaming.
But they only took like 3 questions. Come on now, bro. The media questions would be the most hilarious because that's when the fighters start getting pissed at the dumbass questions that they ask.
On Netflix.
Streaming, baby.
Yep. Thank you. And before we get to the face-off, I want to bring out Nikisa Bendarian. He's the CEO of Most Valuable Promotions and co-founder along with Jake. Here we go. Jake, Mike, let's go. Time for the face-off.
Man. Mike is having too much fun, boy. Like he's just too high. Look at him. Look at that big ass smile. He's not even scared of it. Hey, look, he's getting up and smile, bro. That is funny.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you guys for coming out. Tickets for Tyson, Paul, Taylor Serrano too, now on SeatGeek.com. Do not miss this momentous mega event, November 15th. Dallas, Texas, Arlington, Texas, on Netflix. Tap in. Thank you guys for coming out.
That was a good ass press conference, boy. I'm gonna tell you what. I can't wait for this fight, bro. It's gonna be so wild. Oh man, I can't wait for this shit, dog. Mike was having too much fun there at the end with the pushing and the punching and shit, whatnot, the jumping around. The boy barely ever like tries to look serious on the face off because he just can't help but laugh. Like he just can't help but laugh, bro. It's funny as hell. But that's how it be sometimes, bro. Whenever you are on Mike Tyson's danger level, there is shit that you see and or hear that just doesn't do anything but make you smile, make you laugh. Because you're like, damn, bro, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, you can't do shit. You know, so Mike Tyson most of the time just can't do nothing but sit there and smile. But this is going to be a very interesting fight. Man, I can't fucking wait, bro. It's going to be lit. It's going to be crazy. Seeing Mike back in the ring again, man. And he might get back in the ring again after this. Might. Keyword, might. I don't remember the dude that said they wanted to fight him after this fight. But if he gets back in the ring again, boy, it's going to be wild. That is going to be wild. But just the fact that he's getting in the ring again is just crazy. You know, we all thought that Mike Tyson was going to be done fighting, going to be done doing this, done doing that, whatnot. But next thing you know, he's right back. He's right back. So yeah, man. He said Sean said he bringing the belt back to the U.S. Yes, sir. Yes, fucking sir. We got a little bit of time. Give me just a second, and I'm gonna start the fucking UFC post press conference. What was it? Was it 305, right? I believe. Yeah. Um, let's try this real quick. Post fight press conference. Yes, sir. Yep, this is it right here, man. All right. So give me a second. He said, watch Drake's post conference. Oh my fucking gosh. All right, y'all, we are back. I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, we're back now. So, that being said, we got that good. Let me go and make sure the audio is good. All right, so that's good. Let me go ahead and play a little bit. Just make sure the audio is good on this too. Man, so we're gonna jump into this shit. All right.
Because fun right here. Congratulations on your first successful title defense. I guess what are the emotions after, kind of an emotional build up to this fight? It was a name that you'd been calling for, a name that you admittedly had been studying since even before you got to the UFC. So now to get through Israel Adesanya, what are the emotions?
Yeah, I mean, it feels absolutely incredible sitting here. I mean, what a build up to the fight this week. Just a big ups to him as well. The UFC team here in Australia. It was, they accommodated us. So I was treated like not a world champion. I was treated like, I think, a king of some country. Everything we wanted, from the hotels, from everything was planned to a T. It was amazing. And it coming together tonight, today, this afternoon, I don't know what to say, but it was so special. And like I said, you mentioned my first successful title defense, and people go, "Yeah, you're not a champion until you defend that belt." That's bullshit. You're champion when you win that belt. But I wasn't a champion walking out there tonight. Before I walk out, and I said this whole week, before I walk out there, they take the belt off me. The winner of this fight is the champion. So nobody's a champion when that first belt goes. I went out there tonight to fight for the world title, and I became champion tonight. And you could see that in the fight. I went out there to fight like somebody who wanted this belt and not somebody who defended it.
You did, obviously, like I said before, you had been watching Israel since before the UFC. Did that fight play out in there as to compared to how you envisioned this and expected it all these years?
Yeah, well, I won at the end. Yes, I guess so. I didn't do too many visualization sessions where I lost, but the man was as good as I thought. He was as good. I'm so happy that he went out there, and you could, after the fight, say, this was the best Israel Adesanya. He felt great. And you could see it in his, just in physique. That's equal to work. And he had more heart. I said I'm taking him out of there in the third, and I got in the fourth. I could see in the end of the third, he was starting to break down.
Mm-hmm.
But there just wasn't enough. And in that fourth round, if you look at the fight, the story of the fight was in the beginning of the round, because I knew they look at my game plan, me and my coaches. So we said, Coach Monet, obviously genius at this, looked at what he does, and we said, he kept on talking about he's a new fighter, he's going to come in there, be different, the old Adesanya. So he's going to come and try and fight me and stop me from going forward, because they know that's how I fight, and that's his kryptonite. When somebody's he's not going to make the same mistake like he did against Strickland. So every round, you can see this in the beginning of the round, I was standing my ground, but he was in the middle of the octagon, and he was almost dictating. But if you're not used to fighting like that, you get more tired. If you're not used to fighting with that kind of pressure. And I didn't back off. I wasn't fighting on the outside. I just stood my ground. And in every round, around 2 minutes, my coach would shout, listen, it's time to go. And I would start pushing forward. And that's when I started getting every round. At the end, I got the success. And every round his burst, like the first bit of the round where he was dictating would be shorter. And in that fourth round, I landed quite a lot of big shots. The man can take a punch.
That's the thing. Is that I don't know if any fighters do this or don't do this, but one thing that would really help them against their fight with whoever it is they're fighting is studying. Ooh, I got the fucking hiccups, man. Studying the fucking footage of the fighter that they are fighting, seeing how they fight, formulating a plan to counteract that. John Jones said that he does it all the time. That's how he wins. He looks for the cracks and the chinks in the armor as far as the fighting style goes, and he chips away at it. That's what more fighters need to do, because then they'll be able to win more. And now, but not only that, will also allow them to explore their weak points and work on building on those weak points to make them stronger. That's 100% facts.
But you can only take that many. He kicks like an absent. Jeez, the man kicks hard. The first inside low kick he kicked me, I think his feet felt like this big. When he kicked me, it felt so heavy. He has that inside low kick was incredible. But I stuck to the plan. I tried to stay as disciplined in there as necessary, not blitzing forward for too long, because the blitz is it's one thing I'm going to do. And everything worked out perfect.
At media day, you also said if there are no holes, it's my job to create them for you to take advantage of. Was this the finishing sequence, like you got that hook from behind and then you tackled him into the rear naked choke? Is that a hole that you saw envisioned?
Well, I mean, we saw that in the second round when I got him. I knew physically I'm stronger than Israel Adesanya. He is a master at getting back to his feet and not getting his. Well, if you have his back, I mean, Whitaker had his back many times. How many guys has gotten him down and not being able to do anything with it? So I got him down in that first round, I think, or second round. Landed a couple of hard shots. So every time he would start getting back to his feet, I didn't fight him on it. I just kept control of the hips and landed big shots because he was so focused on my hands around the hips that he wouldn't protect his face. Land the big shots, maybe create a cut. That was what I was hoping for, landing big, hard punches, then getting back down to the ground. So he has to do all that trouble, get back up, carry my weight, hit him. And in that fourth, the man was staggered from the blows. I could see when he went down, I landed big shots. And I didn't plan on taking him down. I was actually planning on knocking him out.
Excuse me. Like I had to start having a seizure or something. But now you can see there's a few times where he stumbled him and made him start to fucking fall and shit, started wobbling and whatnot. Izzy almost had him at one point, but whenever he knocked Dricus down, Dricus somehow like grabbed Izzy's leg and then took him down with him somehow, which is crazy. Yeah, he almost had him. But there were so many more times where Dricus almost had Izzy, more times than Izzy almost had Dricus. That's a fact.
And body positioning was just that of the best thing to do right now is to take him down. And I could feel as we went to the ground, he wasn't resisting at all. He was out of it a little, got the back. As soon as I straightened him out, it was over.
And after you said, I think it was something along like, no matter what happened tonight, Africa won between you two. We saw you exchange the jacket over here and speak with his parents. Why did you feel the need to say all of these things? That just kind of cleared the air between you guys?
Well, let me tell you this. Like I said, at the end of the day, what I said was never to challenge Israel or any other African fighter on being the first African fighter. It wasn't that. It was the first residing. And that is still the fact. I mean, nothing can change that. So I know at the presser, I went over to him actually after the fight when he got super emotional. That was within him. That wasn't nothing. I never went after his family. So I just wanted to make sure that, I have parents too, and I respect anybody's parents. So I just went over to him and said after the fight, if it sounded like I was saying anything bad about your parents, that was not the case. Yeah, what I'm saying to you, harden up. If you want to cry about that, so be it. But I will never disrespect your parents. And he said, no. He understands that. And, as a warrior to a warrior, like I said, I'm still not Israel Adesanya. We are not friends because person on a personal level, we do not see eye to eye. But warrior to warrior, after spending that time with him in that octagon and what he's achieved in the sport, it's no secret. I respect that. And after spending the time with him in the octagon, you can't not respect that man. What he's done in the sport. So to give him that jacket was a token of it was a reminder, a token of appreciation. Thank you for this. It's a memory for me. It's such a massive moment in my life, fighting a great fighter like Israel Adesanya.
And that's honestly, it's a lot like what Jake Paul is doing with Mike Tyson. People just don't get that. Dricus saw how good Izzy was and how he was the champion and shit, so he joined the UFC and he wanted to beat Izzy, and so that's what he set out to do, and that's what he did. Now Jake Paul's doing the same thing. People hate him for it, but it is what it is. He's gonna either set out to do what he did, or he's gonna fail doing what he set out to do. But nonetheless, he's gonna go out there and try it anyways, which is what a lot of people won't do, and or don't do. But no, man, Dricus has definitely improved since his last fight. I'll tell you that. He has improved all around since his last fight with Sean. And I'm curious to see how this Sean versus Dricus fight's going to go. I'm curious to see how that fight will go. It's going to be very fun and very entertaining to watch. I personally hope that Sean Strickland will get the belt back because he won that last fight, but the judges thought otherwise, which is bullshit. But who knows, man? He might get his belt back this fight.
I brought the jacket here specifically to give it to him before the fight. I brought it with me to give it. You know, it was going to be win or lose. I was going to give him that because he said he wants to fight warriors from all the lands, and I respect that. And I wanted to give him that as a token of appreciation of fighting and giving me that amazing fight and bringing the best out of me, and also as something to remember this magic moment of an All Africa main event.
And last one for me, obviously, I know Dana White said that Sean Strickland deserves the next title shot, but I don't know if you saw that Alex Pereira posted that he wants to drop back down to middleweight too. After he was sitting in front of like you getting the belt tonight. So I guess what do you want next for your career?
Yeah, what I want next is whatever they give me. I have to be honest. You know, I honestly don't think Alex Pereira should drop down to 185. If he wants to, great, perfect. But then we're going to hear the excuses. I saw we saw Izzy stiff that man in the first round. I felt Izzy's punching power tonight. If that, Izzy has great timing. He's fast.
Yeah, but let's not forget all the different times that Alex fucking dropped him. Twice in kickboxing and then once in UFC. So I don't know. The only reason why he got dropped is because Izzy was playing dead and Alex started getting too excited. All it takes is the right angle for the right punch to knock somebody out. That's all it fucking takes. And Izzy just fucking opened that shit up and took it.
He's long and he has great combinations, but I felt the power. If Izzy stiffens you like that, you do not want to be in there with me, especially not when you're going to come in there with the excuses, no, I cut too much weight. That's going to happen. Everybody's going to say that. So stay at 205, fight your fight against the number 7 ranked guy.
Number 8.
Oh, number 8. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, fight your fight there and enjoy it. If Strickland's the next fight, the people want to see that fight. That's the fight that people want to see. And that's the fight right now that people think is the next best guy. Then it's the fight that I want. So let me handle my business. You handle your business. You don't have to cut the weight so you have some sort of excuse. I'll come up after the Strickland fight. I'll come up to 205 and we'll sort it out there.
Hell
So you think, just one more title.
The boy is going to get dropped. He is going to get dropped, and he is going to regret going up in weight, knowing that he got punched in the face and got knocked out. He gonna regret that shit, bro. And that's just like, damn, bro. You can't sit there and fight with Alex standing up. You can't. Many people have tried, and many people have failed. The best way that you're gonna be able to beat Alex is ground game. And that's what I was saying earlier, is that Alex better work hard on his fucking ground game if he's going to fight Drickus, because I already know Drickus is going to be going for the takedowns a lot because he knows that Alex's stand-up game is. He said if he looked small compared to Izzy, imagine how he would look against Alex. Alex at light heavyweight is tough. Man, that's the 100% facts. That is 100% facts and not opinion. But if Alex dropped, I know his secret. And it's not really even a secret. It's a known fact. But what he does is whenever he was at 185, he would cut weight. And he would shred his body to get to that weight. And then what he would do was after the weigh-in, after he weighed in and made weight, he would then rehydrate himself to his normal weight class. That's how he was always so good at 185. So if he was to use that same tactic again, I don't think it would be as easy for Drickus to beat him at 185 if that's what he did. But who knows? Who fucking knows? We're going to watch a little bit more of this, and then we're going to call it for the night. We'll finish the rest of it up tomorrow.
Defense, and you'll be ready to change divisions?
No, but I mean, if that's what the UFC wants, I mean, I'll be ready for it right now. But I'm not chasing that. I believe to be considered as the greatest to ever do the sport, I need to be considered as the greatest middleweight first. So yeah, I mean, I'm the first guy to beat Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker. I beat 3 of the top 20 pound for pound fighters. So can I please get back in the top 10? So I beat Strickland, I beat Whittaker, and I beat Adesanya. I can't wait to see. I haven't been on social.
He said, understanding rehydration now makes me realize how much of a hoe Tank was when I let Ryan rehydrate. He knew what he was doing. That's a fact, bro, because he knew that if Ryan rehydrated, bro, he was going to whoop his fucking ass. With his speed and his power, it was outmatched for Tank. So he was like, no, I got to figure out a way to keep him from having his full potential in there. And that's what he came up with. I bet you his dad came up with that idea. He said, Daddy, help me. Or no, I'm thinking of Haney, not Tank. I got the two mixed up. He probably had somebody help him come up with that idea. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, I can't wait to see what the critics say now.
I mean, that must be very gratifying. And speaking of the Sean Strickland fight, right? He's one of the few people who's made it to the judges with you, which, as we've seen, doesn't happen very often. So is that a partial motivation to? There is people who think he won that fight, and to just silence those people.
No, I don't care about silencing the people. I need to hear the people if they're booing or cheering. I mean, did you see tonight? This was the most electric crowd ever. They weren't cheering for me, but I mean, it was still amazing to be out there. It was that the crowd was insane. So yeah, going into that Strickland fight now, I know I've been in there with him. He can't handle what I have. He can't handle what I have to offer. So yeah, this time I can finish him. I mean, we saw it. Yeah, he beat Izzy. Now we have a comparison. That's how you finish someone.
Do you think, I mean, a fight with him, the last two, the build-ups have been, pretty personal, got fairly heated. It seems like you've kind of come out on the winning end of the talk. Are you anticipating going through another fight like that where it could get pretty nasty in the lead up?
I don't know. I mean, does he want to cry again?
Just last thing, you talked about, the respect for Israel and everything, but for him to, in the octagon, raise your hand up.
He said, does he want to cry again? Man, Sean, he said that Izzy tweet was real as well. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. But Sean has no filter at all. So I would love to see him at another press conference because he'd be cracking me up. But with that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Let me go ahead and get this outro pulled up real quick, and then we can fucking bounce. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, members, aunties, grannies, and everybody else y'all know. This was a great stream. Excited for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Excited for Sean Strickland versus Dricus du Plessis. I'm excited for Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree, I think it is. So, man, got some good fights coming up, man. So we're going to go ahead and dip on out of here, man. Peace. I don't know why I held up 3 fingers. It's supposed to be 2.
Hey, it was a fun tour. Going out here and all this shit all over fucking USA, and I'm done with all this shit. I'm cool off all this fucking talking shit. I got a whole team to represent. I don't want to do none of this. I never did want to do any of it. Fuck this nigga and fuck his team, bro. I'm out. I gotta go. Square up with yourself, motherfucker.